Good morning and welcome again to our daily devotion. And today we want to study the words of Jesus from the book of John, chapters 15. John, chapters 15 and verse 16. It reads, "Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that you should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit shall remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it you." Jesus is speaking here. He says, "You have not chosen me, but rather I have chosen you. I have called you. I have commissioned you, and I am sending you to go and bring forth fruit." After we have come to know the Lord, after we have come to the Lord, what do? Our job is to take the testimony. Our job is to think of the revelation that we have received of the Lord and to go out into our world and to sow the seeds of the fruits that we have received into the lives of others, so that it will also yield fruits. That is our job. That is our calling. That is what the Lord has ordained us to do. Verse 17, "These things I command you, that ye love one another." Now, this job, this ministry that the Lord has commanded us to do, to fulfill, this work, this assignment is going to require love. It's going to require us seeing people through the eyes of God's love. In your bid to do the work of God, there will be temptations, there will be challenges, there will be people who may profess to not be worthy of God's love. There will be people that will challenge you, challenge your faith. Some will annoy you. Some will try to stop you, will go against you. They will bring false accusations against you. Even the devil may walk through your mind to try to discourage you, to try and sap out of you the love of God. So Jesus said, "I've commanded you to love one another." He's laid the example for us on how to love. Then look at verse 18. "If the world hates you, ye know it hated me before it hated you." Now this is important. A commitment to venture into God's mission field may not always be applauded by the world. In fact, Jesus told us there's a likelihood that the world will hate you. You know, many people want to be loved by the world. They don't want to be seen as being confronting or different. They want to be compliant. But once you are a representative of Christ, there is a great likelihood, in fact, most times, the world will hate you. They won't say anything nice about you, because you are not operating under their own directions, under their own governance. Many times we see in the scriptures where the Bible is telling us to not pattern ourselves like the world. You see that? It says, if the world hates you, it says, remember that they also hated me. If the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. Verse 18. 19. If you are of the world would love his own. See that? So as a Christian, if the world begins to clap for you, if the world begins to like you, if the world begins to love you, we have to look further. If you are representing Christ or they are representing the world. Jesus said the world will love his own. They will love their own. They will love people who are trying to advocate their belief system, their standards, their methodologies. So the world will love those people. And a believer, a Christian, a preacher who is trying to please the world, who is trying to be world compliant, who is trying to earn the praise of the world, may find themselves walking in contrary position or walking in contrary steps to Christ. Jesus told us, let's read again. John chapter 15. Verse 19, if you were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you, which is where we started from. I am the one that chose you. I am the one that called you. He says, but I have chosen you out of the world. Therefore the world hated you. You see, the world will hate you because Jesus chose you out of the world. Because you're not part of them. It might be in the office. It might be in your neighborhood. I'm not talking about the world hating you because, you're disrespecting people, but they hate you for the fact that you have a faith system, a belief system in God. Once they come to realize that you are a Christian, once they come to realize that you go to church, or once they come to realize that you believe in Jesus, all of a sudden they don't like you. They don't want you around. They don't want you to move forward. Jesus is telling you, hey, it is because I chose you. They will hate you. Verse 19, we read it again. If you were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hates you. They're not hating you for you. They're hating you for Christ. But I want to encourage you today that irrespective of how the world may treat you, remember to let the love of God continue to flow out of your heart. I hope to continue sharing a bit more on this by God's grace tomorrow. But for today, you have a wonderful day.